Okay, this is a battle report in the Ninth Age between vampires and the warriors of the Dark Gods. It's 2,500 points. I think my friend wants to get ready for Brawler Bash, and it's a good thing too because it looks like Brawler Bash. There's a lot of people showing up. I'm not going to be able to go, but at least he gets to practice, and at least I get some games in against an army that I haven't played against, and against effectively a new book for me anyway. But I brought Chosen this time. I think I'm kind of growing used to using them, and I brought Warriors as well. No Marauders this time. I brought Forsaken to act as skirmishing units that kind of get in the way of stuff, and I brought about 3 Hound units. And a Vortex Fiend. Now, I brought the Vortex Fiend because you can channel magic through it. I think magic missile type magic through it. And I was just trying to try something new out. My opponent, he brought a big unit of Graveguard, 2 small units of ghouls, 2 moderately small units of zombies, a pretty large unit of skeletons, 2 bats, looks like and a couple of bat swarms, and I didn't realize how strong Graveguard was in this new edition until I played against him. And some of the banners that the vampires have, I kind of like those banners. He has a banner that gives the Graveguard +1 to hit, and he in the Graveguard have Killing Blow 2, and he brought these flying bat things, Chariot. It almost looks like a black coach. And here's my side. Here's my Warriors of Slaanesh. I have 2 sorcerers in there, level 4 to level 2. I was kind of I was happy to use the Lore of Heavens again after, 8th edition Chaos Warriors lost the Lore of Heavens, and now we're back having the Lore of Heavens again. So it was fun to actually use Lore of Heavens again. However, I've been out of practice using it, so I'm not looking, don't look for me to actually do that well with it this time. He gets first turn, but then I have a Vanguard. I move my Hounds up like that. I want to try to get units in the way of his blocks to try to cut off his units that could get in the way of what I want to do. This Hound unit over here, I'm going to Vanguard that unit up and try to slow down his skeleton unit. Maybe inhibit his ability to react to my charges. I do have a banner of 9 tails on the Chosen, and they are Chosen of Slaanesh, so that they are at movement 6, and they have the Swift Stride banner, so they're movement 6 with Swift Stride, so they can book. However, they have a unit cap of, I think it's a unit cap of 25. So, I like the Chosen. I might need to use more, or I might not need to use them at all. But he gets first turn and he moves forward like this. Pretty much everything moves forward. So already he has the advantage of 18 drops on me. So I'm kind of I don't have as many elements as he has, and it's just he has a bunch of good stuff. And I'm starting to find this to be a problem with the Warriors. Yeah, we have good stuff, but our stuff, to me, it seems to be overpriced. And the items that we have are kind of lackluster in the Ninth Age. So here's his ghouls moving forward. There's only 10 of them there, as you can see. So my plan is I want to charge that ghoul unit over into the left and overrun it into the zombie unit, and then hit that and take that out real quick. And then I can actually get behind his lines with the Chosen. And it should, I have basically 3 ranks of attacks. I have a Lord in there and a BSB. I should be able to do 10 wounds on goblins, right? Well, we shall soon see. That's actually not a big stretch. 10 wounds with about 20 or 30 attacks. That shouldn't be that big of a deal. Hitting on threes, you know. And I move my hounds forward like this. I kind of want to slow zombies down there, but there's really not much I can do against all the rest of that stuff over on the right. I mean, maybe next time I can bring some chaos spawn or something to kind of move around in his back lines or come out and hit a unit in the flank, stuff like that. So that might not be too bad. And over there on the right, there's a unit of another unit of hounds. And he has an ethereal guy that's on a horse. It's kind of like a hex wraith, but he's by himself. So that's kind of interesting. What I didn't know was that chariot, it's kind of like a black coach. Whenever it hits, impact hits, whatever wounds it does, it gets closer to waking up a vampire on the casket. So, yeah. Okay, so here it is. My chosen actually make that charge, and they killed enough ghouls to pop the unit. But as you know, if you pop the unit, you don't overrun, so it kind of sucks. And then he turns around and charges me with the goblins, with his zombies, and that's not something I really want. Although I think I will pop this unit, maybe, because I wasn't able to really do that well against a bunch of ghouls. But they're zombies, so I should do better. Over here on the right, he charges the hounds. He kills 4 of them, which surprised me. I thought he would kill more. He kills 4 of them, and 1 dog is left, and I believe he's going to end up stomping on them. He also charges his chariot in to the fallen, and they die. So he gets, so he's only going to need to do 2 wounds, and he'll be able to wake a vampire up on this black coach. So, he charges his ghouls into the rear of the my other hound unit and wipes them out. And he places his bat swarm right in front of the chosen. So my plan was to actually make it across the field. Oh yeah, by the way, I actually had a guy in that warrior unit to the right that could fly, and he could have flown out of the unit to help the chosen out. But I forgot I forgot about him, and I didn't do it. He's gonna bite me in the butt. But I was thinking, a chariot shouldn't be that bad. Hit me on the flank. I should stay for a while, and I might actually be able to kill the chariot. Over here, I was able to cast a single spell on the unit of chosen, which is -1 to hit and wound. So the ghouls are not going to have a good time fighting against them. They need 6s to hit me, and 6s to wound, I believe. Yeah. And I wiped them out, and now I'm facing down the Graveguard and another unit of skeletons, which is going to hit me in the flank and probably disrupt me. So that was not what I intended, and it looks ugly. And there we go. He charges in both units. He pretty much annihilates my ranks, and now I just have to rely on close combat prowess, superiority here, in which I don't really have superiority. He has superiority in numbers, and so he's going to win the battle of attrition, I'm thinking. And over here, same goes for here. That chariot's going to be a hard nut to crack. I challenged with my unit champion, and he had to accept since the vampire did awaken, and he had to accept with his vampire. So he was kind of stuck in there. He didn't want to be stuck in there like that, but that's the rules. I mean, if you're a character and you're up there and I challenge and there's nobody else, there's no one else to accept the challenge, you can't decline it, especially if you're on like some type of chariot or a mount. So, he was kind of upset about that, but oh well, it doesn't matter. It's a moot point. Over here, the chosen, I think they're going to do quite a bit of damage. And I think my opponent was not deploying his vampires into close combat the way I would have done it, because you had two characters in there. I only have one. And the Chaos Lord, this new rendition of the Chaos Lord, he's not really a killy Lord. He's more of a defensive Lord. But then again, they took away his 3-up ward save, and and they also took away things from 7th edition to the 7th edition book that gave him the resilience. So now he doesn't really have the resilience to be that super defensive Lord anymore. So he kind of sucks for the points cost. So this is this combat over here. My opponent actually forgot to take out the wounds for his bats, but I did 4 wounds on his bat mutants, and I wasn't able to do any wounds to the chariot. The Forsaken, or the Fallen, they do 4 wounds over here against the ghouls, and they lose 2 guys. So I feel pretty good about that combat. I just wish there was a way I could actually inflict more damage over here on the right. I mean, if warriors had the ability to get like hatred and stuff like that, I would understand their cost. But right now they don't. Their weapon skill is, I think their initiative is 4 and their weapon skill is 4. So why do they cost 20 points apiece? I really don't get it. Even with the mark, they cost around 18, 19 points. Like, that's kind of ridiculous, considering that you don't get hatred, you don't get killing blow, you don't get this, you don't get that. The only thing you get is armor, which now everybody has. So what's the purpose of still beating up on the warriors and what they can and can't do, and how many points they cost? I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I understand the Chosen. I mean, the weapon skill 6. That can be a big difference, and it was in this close combat. It was a big difference. Took out quite a few models. But he also took out quite a few of my guys, and I don't have the numbers I don't have the numbers that he has. So this is not going to look good in the long run for me, I don't think. In the long run, it looks bad. And then his turn, because his magic phase it didn't really help him any, and it didn't really help me any. So we're going to go straight to the close combat phase, which we're still in. And he's cleaning up the Chosen. There's only the Exalted Hero and the Lord left. Not Exalted Hero. I forgot what they're calling him now. The Harbinger and the Lord left. We got cool names, though. We might not have got good characters, but we got cool names. And there's only 2 left, and that's just 2 vampires and giant skeleton block and killing blow guys. It's only a matter of time before there's nothing left that I'll be able to fight with. I'm almost thinking I might go back to a fly avoidance list with the Chaos Wards again, because they're not giving us many options to do anything else, really. The units are overcosted. The warrior blocks are overcosted in comparison to everybody else, because everybody else has plate too. So, before was, because you have a 4 armor save, you don't get certain things. You're hampered, and your points are going to be increased. I get that. But now everybody has a 4-up armor except for Beastmen. Why do we still cost more than everybody else? It doesn't make any sense. The points should be taken down for warriors. If they want people to use warriors more, they're going to have to make them cheaper. But anyway, I lost that battle, and that was pretty much it. It was pretty much a wash on his side. He just beat the crap out of me. But I enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll get some more games in. Thank you for watching.